Thank you for joining me for your reading. In this video, you will find out what they felt the last time you saw them. So go ahead and think deeply about someone and then choose the card or crystal that you resonate with the most, whether 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you can select it from the timestamp below. Let's get started. Hi, card number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading to find out what the person that you were thinking about felt the last time you saw them. So the card and the crystal that you were originally drawn to is the Knight of Wands and the citrine. So something interesting about the citrine is that this crystal is about restoring optimism and self-confidence, allowing oneself to overcome those negative thought patterns and feelings that keeps one down in life. And the Knight of Wands is very similar energy because it's about enthusiasm, passion, restoration of inspiration, joy, and moving forward in creative ways passionately in one's life. So overall, the person that you are thinking about, the last time you saw them, what they felt is a sense of renewed optimism and enthusiasm because they see you as somebody who is inspirational, somebody who lights them up and gives them this feeling that they can do it too. Okay, so overall, that's the very clear message here that the person that you are thinking about, when you last saw them, they felt renewed inspiration, optimism, joy, and creativity in their life. So the person that you are thinking about, I can tell that they are going through a spiritual transformation in life. They really want to learn how to balance their emotions. So perhaps the person that you are thinking about is someone who you know previously in your experience with them that they are emotionally unstable or erratic, somebody who's not able to maintain a peace of mind or a stable way of thinking and feeling. They perhaps get angry, they perhaps are, just tapped out when it comes to the energy that they need to feel optimism and joy and inspirational creativity and success. So what I thought was really interesting is that the word boat is mentioned twice in this reading. So we have boat here, and it says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. And also the innocence card says, the boat embarks on its voyage towards the islands of your higher consciousness. The boat is made from your treasured innocence. We are all born wild and innocent like a great white heron. To live in civilization at a very young age, we become like sheep trying to fit in with the herd. To maintain your receptive innocence is to listen to your own inner voice. Know that the powers of the universe are within you. So this is very interesting. It's saying that the boat is made from your innocence. We are all born wild and innocent, and to live in civilization at a very young age, we become like sheep trying to fit in. So I believe that when this person saw you, what they felt last is innocence. What they felt is that they can be inspired by you to be wild and free, like the Knight of Wands, like the citrine, optimistic, full of joy, full of hope, full of inspiration. And so by being in your energy field, they are receiving what they need, which is a progression, a moving on, and a closure of this feeling of fitting in with the herd, like they can't be wild and free and innocent like they see you and how they feel when they are around you. So overall, that's what they're feeling at this time, is that they are receiving what they need by being inspired by your own wild, innocent, and optimistic joy so that they can also express their innocent, wild, optimistic joy. That is happening for them now. They are moving on into a time of inspirational optimism by watching you be exactly like what they admire in somebody as well, okay? So this card here also talks about innocence. It says that the answers that you find through the timelessness of spirituality and the innocence of nature offer the infinite. Each human being is on his or her own path, each different from yours. Answers to your questions are rarely found in another human. Answer your own questions by reflecting on nature and conversing with your own sacred witness. And that reminds me of the unknown card that also came up. It says, do not fear the unknown. This is a time of deep exploration and transformation. Unfamiliar territory leads to new horizons. So this is definitely unfamiliar territory for them. They are not used to being in a situation where they feel fired up, creative, optimistic, joyful, but they want peace in their life. They're tired of being angry. They're tired of being emotionally erratic and unstable. And so again, they feel inspired by your optimism, your joy, your wild innocence. And so now they are moving into a time for themselves of exploring this new avenue in their life. So we have a lot of emotional energy down here. Many of the cards that came up are related to the Cups suit, or the one that is all about our emotions. So we got the Page of Emotions, the Ace of Emotions, the Nine of Emotions, and the Queen of Emotions. This one came out in reverse. So interestingly enough, the Queen of Cups came out in reverse. The Queen is one of the most intuitive, compassionate, emotionally capable, stable, and nurturing characters in the whole tarot deck. And because it's upside down, it shows me that this is not a skill that they are used to. It's not something that they have worked on. Again, they have anger issues, repressed emotion issues, but when they saw you, they felt so inspired to find this peace, to find this wild, optimistic joy. And so that is something that they are going through at this time. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Voices, is telling them, is showing them, is giving them the clarity of what kind of energy they want to cultivate in their life. And clearly what they want to cultivate is more positivity, more optimism, more joyful expansion in their emotional body. So the Page of Emotions, the Ace of Emotions, tells me that this is a new time of beginnings in their emotional field. Okay, so they are feeling renewed, inspirational emotions. They're not quite there yet with the mastery of this, but the Nine of Emotions shows me that this is something that they will achieve. The World card also shows me that this is going to reach a state of completion at some point as they decide that this is what they want for themselves and they explore the unknown. They're going to feel so much peace. And when you feel peace, when you have that clarity of emotion, it's like a big sigh of relief when you are able to manage and maintain and control your emotions. So again, the person that you are thinking about, how they felt, is inspired by your optimism and your joy. They want to overcome the repressed energy, the anger, the negativity that's keeping them from their wild innocence. And so they are entering a time of renewal in their emotional body, learning how to be emotionally inspired, learning how to be capable, loving, kind-hearted, patient, compassionate, and just overall stable in their emotional field. And I can tell you that they will reach this place of fulfillment when it comes to their emotions. So I'm just going to pull a couple more clarifying cards to sum up this reading. This is a really beautiful reading for the person that you're thinking about. If you are called to talk to them, to inspire them, see, here we go. Everything I've been talking about is about passion. This is about them renewing their passion. And so what I was just saying is that if you feel inspired to communicate with them and ask them how they feel, ask them what's on their mind, you can give them some tips and some tricks about how you have been able to maintain your carefree, wild, optimistic nature, and that will allow them to move forward into a more passionate, optimistic time as well. Let me pull a couple more cards. That pretty much summed it up. They want more passion and they feel inspired by that. Crown chakra allows them to tune into, like the Queen of Swords, allows them to tune into the wisdom, receive it directly from the universe. So again, this is a time of spiritual awakening for them, a time of emotional openness and receptivity, which is going to allow them to tune into the energy of the universe more. And that's going to unblock those repressed emotions and energies that are not allowing them to express themselves passionately. So overall, that's definitely a very beautiful reading for this person. Again, like I said, I encourage you, if you feel called, to communicate with this person that you've been thinking about and just inspire them. Continue to inspire them and offer them your words of wisdom and advice so that they can move into this time of emotional openness and fulfillment that they so desire. Okay? So go ahead and comment passion below to claim this message. Also hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for future notifications so you don't miss the next reading that I do for you. And until then, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Hi, card number 2. Thank you for joining me for your reading to find out what the person was feeling the last time you saw them. So the person that you had on your mind when you selected your card, this is what they were feeling the last time they were with you. So the card that you were originally drawn to is the Wheel of Fortune. This card is about karma, synchronicities, changes that are forced upon us by life, because life is always influencing us. The universe is always influencing us, and cycles are always moving and always changing. So that is what this card is about. It's about the cycles and the changes and the karma that we move through over time. And the stone that you were drawn to is the Desert Rose Selenite. This stone is for feeling grounded, for finding mental clarity, for helping with meditation and peace of mind. So I'm feeling like the last time this person was with you, they felt like you were giving them an ultimatum, like there are going to be some changes taking place in this relationship, and they felt out of control. I'm feeling like this is the type of person who likes to be in control of situations, but at this time, since you last saw them, they are feeling out of control, like the cards are not in their hands, and they're not really having a good time with it, to be honest with you. They are having a very difficult time right now because, again, they do feel out of control. You, again, have given them the ultimatum. It's up to you if you want to evolve and let this relationship go to the next phase. The only way your relationship with them will heal and progress to the next level is if they try to release the controlling energy that they have over you, trying to make you fit into the mold that they want you to fit into. And they are realizing that if they don't listen to you, if they don't respect what you are telling them and the ultimatum that you are giving them, then you probably will leave, and they are having a difficult time with it. So they are wondering how to pray. They are wondering how to get this healing that they need to be the type of person that you require so that this relationship can evolve and move to the next level. Okay, so again, I'm sensing that they are feeling very vulnerable at this time. They're the type of person that competes with you. They're the type of person that tries to tell you what to do, where to go, how to act, how to dress, and you don't like it anymore. You are saying enough is enough. And so they have separated from you for a period of time. You all are maybe on not speaking terms right now because they have gone within themselves. They are not feeling good. They are not looking at the bright side of things, but they do want to make this relationship last. So they're wondering how they can move over this bridge of how they've been into a new period of harmony. But again, they're feeling very discordant. They're feeling down. They are in their head a lot. They're in their emotions a lot. They feel like this relationship is ending, but they don't want it to end. So they're wondering what exactly they need to do and how they can do what it is that you are asking of them, again, so this relationship can move to the next level. So they've gone within themselves. They have separated their energy from you, or you have separated your energy from them. Either way, there's a period of separation happening here while this ultimatum goes into effect, while they take the time to decide what it is that you need and how to move forward. So they're looking to prayer. They're looking to asking the angels for help, because they really don't know that this is out of their comfort zone. They're used to being the type of person that is in control. But again, there's an ultimatum here. There's a karmic situation happening that is forcing them to come to terms with how they think and how they feel. And it's not easy on them, to be quite honest. But I can tell you that they have gone within themselves, and they are figuring out how they can give you the level of intimacy and romance that you desire in your relationship. And so they are really wondering what to do and how to move forward so that they can be the impeccable person that you desire. So this impeccable card says, move into that place of perfection within you, that place of truth, responsibility, competence, and intuition. Collect your discipline like a Buddha meditating in a garden of snow. Impeccability is an area of strength that continues to flame within, maintaining your power and intent. This flame burns in your center always, indicating the level of your capabilities and your effectiveness in bringing events into your being. Impeccability is tended by the attentions of your sacred witness, that person within you who constantly observes the target. Gather your power with impeccability, with the intensity of a rubber band pulled and held at its breaking point, and focus your intent for the job about to be done. So again, the words that stick out to me there are meditation, because again, I told you that the desert rose selenite is a stone to enhance the ability of meditation. So this person really is going within themselves. Like the Hermit card says, like the Four of Swords says, they have gone into themselves to find that place of truth and responsibility, to meditate on how they can be the type of person that you need in your life, and how they can focus and shoot at the target, which is your relationship here. The target for them is how to be in a relationship with you, how to evolve to the next level so that they can be the Knight of Cups, so that they can be the person that you need. Again, not having a good time or an easy time with it. They're having a difficult time. It is very discordant energy that they're feeling right now, but they do want you. They want this relationship to endure. So they're asking for prayer. They're asking for help. They are moving outside of their comfort zone so that they can gather the type of energy that, again, that you need in this relationship. So I'm going to choose some more cards to clarify the energy that they're feeling, clarify this ultimatum. What is activating overall? Miracle. So they want a miracle here. Yes, empowerment, divine feminine remembrance. That's exactly what they need. I feel like you are the divine feminine and they are the masculine in this relationship. And the miracle here, through meditation, through awareness, through this ultimatum, is that they will empower you, their divine feminine. They will empower you through their remembrance of what it is that you need, through their remembrance and their activation of their own divine feminine, which is nurturing, intuitive, receptive. It's not forceful. So they have been the person that has been forceful, trying to make the decisions in this relationship, and you have gotten tired of it. And so overall, the energy here that is seeking to emerge is a miracle of divine feminine empowerment and remembrance, not only empowering you as the divine feminine, but empowering their own divine feminine energy, which will allow them this healing, allow them this rest and restoration, allow them to move forward into their meditative energy, their third eye intuition energy that is the divine feminine essence. So again, overall, this person definitely is working towards a resolution with you. They do not want this relationship to end. Again, you've given them this ultimatum and they're taking it very seriously. They do want to give you the empowerment that you deserve. They do not want to control you or to keep you behind in this relationship, okay? So overall, that is a very beautiful message. I don't necessarily encourage you to reach out to this person at this time. I think that they should take this time to move forward into a space of meditation, into a space of healing, into a space of really getting to know what they need to do to empower you and to empower this relationship so that it can move forward into the next level, which is a very beautiful thing. So go ahead and comment empowerment below to claim this message for yourself and this individual. Also, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for future notifications so you don't miss the next reading that I do for you. And until then, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Hi, card number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading to find out how this person felt the last time you saw them. So whoever it is that you thought deeply about when you selected your card, this is to find out how they felt the last time they saw you. So the card that you were drawn to in the beginning is the High Priestess, and the stone you were drawn to is the Black Obsidian. So very interestingly enough, this card and stone have very similar energy because this stone is about piercing through the darkness to reveal the light in a situation. And the High Priestess is very similar about intuitive receptivity that allows you to pierce the veil of whatever it is that you need to receive in divine sacred knowledge. So the High Priestess is about sacred knowledge, about piercing through the darkness to receive direct inspiration and wisdom. And again, the Black Obsidian stone is also about piercing through the darkness, and it's also about protection. So I am sensing that the person that you are thinking about, the last time they were with you, they felt understood and they felt protected. What I am thinking is that this person is actually in a relationship with somebody else, but they're feeling like you are actually the person that they are supposed to be with. So they're feeling like they are attached to someone else. They are in a third party kind of situation here where they haven't given up on this other person, but the time that they were with you, they felt protected. They felt seen. They felt heard. They felt like you just have this intuitive knowing about whatever it is that they're going through. So I'm thinking that they turn to you for wisdom whenever they're going through troubles in their relationship. So whenever they're going through a hard time with this person, they come to you to receive your input, to receive your advice, and you always give them the advice that makes them feel so protected and so heard. And so they're wondering within themselves, should they be with you? Are they with the wrong person? Because they turn to you for advice, they turn to you for wisdom. So why should they be with somebody else when they feel like you really have the information that they need? Okay, so this card talks about how if you look into the eyes of a woman of power, you may catch up with her a little. She has years of truth ahead of you. However, her eyes can quicken you like a river heading towards the rapids. Open yourself with love, not with understanding. You cannot love with your mind. This is how power works. Don't learn everything with your mind. Quicken your spirit by letting go of attachments and move to a stronger vibration of power. So that is definitely what I think they are feeling about you, that they are supposed to open themselves with love, not really understanding what's going on, but just feeling like they are connected to you, and they need to let go of this attachment and move to a stronger vibration of power. And you are that stronger vibration of power because, again, they feel like you have sacred knowledge. They feel so protected with you, and they are just wondering, are they with the wrong person? Okay, so over here we have the Two of Pentacles, which shows that they are trying to figure out how to balance and juggle this situation. They have a choice to make. They can't have feelings for you and continue to be in a relationship with somebody else. So they have to break out of this shell. They have to balance their karma. They really have to understand what it is that they need so that they can choose confidently and move forward with you if that's what they decide. They haven't made the decision yet, but again, the last time they were with you, they had this feeling like they are not with the right person. So they're taking a lot of time to think and feel deeply, resting in this decision that they feel that they have to make. Their emotions are upside down. They really are uncomfortable. They're feeling a type of loneliness here. They're feeling a type of emotional instability, and that's why they have taken this time to rest so that they really can figure out what is right for them at this time. This card here says, rid yourself of attitudes that are not essential to your task. Collect your energy and focus your power on wondrous and magical acts. Let the shell of your consciousness rise out of the ocean of your subconscious mind. It's just a matter of focus. And so that's what they're doing at this time. They're collecting their energy. They're ridding themselves of attitudes that are not essential to what they need at this time. So again, wondering if they need to move on from this relationship because they're always turning to you for advice when it comes to this relationship. So maybe they are with the wrong person. So I'm going to choose a few more cards here to get some more information around this energy of how they feel that they might be with the wrong person, because every time they're with you, they feel protected. They feel seen, heard, understood. They feel like you have this depth of wisdom and knowledge that they can turn to for support. So the Ace of Swords, again, is about how you offer them this clarity of mind, that they feel so free. They feel, again, heard, understood. They know that your ideas are sacred to them. So again, that is why they're wondering if you are the right person for them, because your ideas are sacred and they really admire that about you. Let's find out some more information. What else do you need to know about this person? Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands, which is about boundaries. It's about wondering how to take the next step and being afraid to do it. The Page of Wands here, upside down, again, is about not knowing how to move forward with their energy. They don't want to be deceptive. They don't want to be the type of person who sneaks around, who has feelings for somebody else. And that is what they're feeling right now, to be quite honest with you. And that's why they're resting, because they don't want to be this person who backstabs and who hurts somebody else, because they do care about the person that they're with now. But again, whenever they're with you, they feel optimism, they feel hope, they feel seen, heard, protected. And so they are wondering how to move forward into this next phase of their life. Are they going to choose you? Are they going to make this decision? And so that is what they are wondering at this time, how to move forward and how to make this decision. Let's choose a few more cards to finish up your reading here. Yes, so Seven of Cups is about making a choice, trying to make the right decision. King and Queen of Cups is about emotional stability and fulfillment. Eight of Pentacles is about mastering a skill. Page of Cups is about dreaming, wishes fulfilled. Yes, so there's definitely a lot of energy here about wondering what to do, what is right, what is going to give them the most emotional fulfillment, and they are in a process of deciding this so that they can move forward. So that is the overall energy of this reading. The person that you are thinking about definitely loves you, definitely respects you, is wondering if they should move forward in a relationship. Give them this space and this time to clarify these feelings and these emotions. Reach out to them if you decide that that is best, and let them know, hey, I'm feeling your energy. I'm feeling like you maybe are confused with what decision to make. If you do have feelings for this person, romantic feelings, you can let them know. Maybe letting them know how you feel will help them make this next choice so that they don't feel like they are backstabbing or deceiving or hurting the person that they're with now. Let them know that you care for them, that you want them to make the right decision for them. You don't want to be the person that comes in between them and somebody else. You really respect them. Let them know exactly what you're feeling, exactly what you're thinking, but also give them the space and the time to clarify what they need and what is right for them so that they feel that they can make the best heart-centered decision. But overall, they do feel like you have sacred knowledge. They do feel a protective energy with you, and they think that you are very wise and intuitive, and they love the information and the wisdom that you always have to share. So that is a beautiful energy. You're definitely somebody that others turn to for guidance, and there is a possibility of a romantic union with this person. However, they do have to figure out this third-party karmic situation here and decide if they are going to move on from that relationship and be with you. So give them the space and the time, but do clarify that you understand what they're going through and you want them to make the best decision that is right for them. Okay? So go ahead and comment focus below to claim this reading for yourself. Also, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for future notifications so you don't miss the next reading that I do for you. And until then, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Hi, card number 4. Thank you for joining me for your reading to find out what the person felt the last time they saw you. So the person that you were thinking about in the beginning, that you chose the card and crystal related to this person, this reading is about how they felt the last time they were with you or saw you. So the card that you were drawn to in the beginning is the Star card. The stone that you were drawn to is the amethyst point here. So the amethyst is a stone of tranquility. It's a stone that helps relieve stress and anxiety. It also opens up and allows you to tap into your third eye and your intuition. The Star card is all about renewing hope and inspiration for times of new beginnings. So I'm feeling like the person that you were thinking about in the beginning is someone who turns to you when they're feeling down, and you are the type of person that relieves their stress and their anxiety, offers them the encouragement and the hope that they need to move forward. So again, this person, the last time they were with you, they felt tranquility, they felt a sense of peace, and they felt their hope returning and renewing. The release card says, anytime you are possessed by an emotion that you cannot control, know that it does not belong to you. Someone is sending negative energy toward you. Imagine that the negative emotion is muddy water pouring down through your hands, onto your legs and feet, and into the earth. Or take that emotion into your hands and release it like a hawk. Let it fly away. We tend to hold on to fears and negative energy in an addictive way. When you release your fears, you allow power to come into you. Create a welcoming void within through the power of release. So this is what you give this person. you give them the power of release by offering them the discernment that they need to move through obstacles, okay? The adventure card says instead of seeing the current situation as an obstacle, try seeing it as an adventure. Explore all the possibilities. There are many more than you currently imagine. Instead of seeing things as either black or white, try to explore all the colors in between. And I feel like that is the advice that you gave this person the last time you were with them. You told them to not see the situation as an obstacle, but instead to see it as an adventure. And you are this person that helps them pour this negative emotion out, because just like this said, imagine that the negative emotion is muddy water pouring down through your hands onto your legs and feet and into the earth. And that's exactly what's happening here in the star card. Even though it's not muddy water, this woman is pouring water down past her legs into the water and into the earth. So this is what you give this person. You give them the opportunity to release these emotions that are possessing them, that make them feel out of control, and you allow them to see life as an adventure and to see the obstacles as opportunities instead. The diversity card says the world would be a boring place if we were all the same. Celebrate your uniqueness. You are special and much loved. And so this is how they feel when they are with you. They feel special. They feel loved. They are able to celebrate who they are rather than taking on these emotions that possess them, that make them feel unworthy. You are this card here, the sword and the rose. You offer them clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, honor, protection, and power. So you are this person that restores their power, restores their sense of well-being. This Kingfisher card says, be patient and focused. And there's another card that came up very similar to this that also said, be forbearing and patient. So your energy is allowing this person to be patient and to focus on cultivating the type of emotions, thoughts that are useful for them rather than not. So again, you are giving them a sense of renewal, giving them a sense of hope and inspiration that they can move out of this victim mentality. They have been operating in a sense of victimhood, like they're trapped by their situation, trapped by their thoughts, their emotions, their relationships, whatever it is. They don't feel creative, they don't feel abundant or fruitful, but you are the person that gives them the gift of the magician, the gift of the fool, which is seeing life as an adventure, seeing that they really do have all the elements at their disposal. Their life is giving them a buffet of tools to use so that they can create the type of life that they desire, a passionate one that is inspirational and fulfilling, not one that is a nightmare. That is what they feel before they come to you. They feel that life is a nightmare, but you are this person who is inspirational and fulfilling their hopes and their wishes to become just like that, to get out of this nightmare, to move beyond their boundaries, to be a creative person, somebody who is not a victim, but who has the clarity of consciousness to know that they can trust the universe. They can trust that no matter what is happening to them, they have all the tools and the resources that they need to live an abundant, creative, juicy, fulfilling life. And that is what you give them, and that is what they felt the last time they were with you. They felt that tranquility. They felt that sense of adventure, that yes, this is an opportunity. This is not an obstacle. My hope is renewed. My faith is renewed. And that is what you give them. And that is a very beautiful thing. I'm going to choose a few more cards to clarify what this person is feeling. Root chakra. See, what was I just saying about how they feel victim mentality? They feel a lack consciousness, that their life is not supporting them. But when they turn to you, they feel supported, they feel secure, they feel stable, they feel like they can move into a person who is creative, secure, inspired, and that is what you help them to achieve. Let's find out a little bit more about this energy, about how you make this person feel. Tantric journey, universal love, sacral chakra, divine masculine. So divine masculine energy is that active, forceful side of us that has goals and wants to make them happen. And when we are in victim mode, when we are in lack consciousness, our divine masculine energy is blocked. That means we can't accomplish anything, we can't feel secure, we don't have goals. And the sacral chakra is where we feel inspired, where we feel pleasure, where we play, where we are creative. Tantric journey is about intimacy, it's about romance, but in this case, in your own life, it's about feeling pleasure, feeling play, and activating your divine masculine energy so that you can move forward and create the type of life that you desire. And universal love here. So these are all the feelings that they are inspired by you to have. They feel loved, they feel pleasure, they feel play, they feel the potential possibility of being able to be a secure person and to move forward and to create the type of life that they want for themselves. Let me go ahead and choose a few more cards to finish your reading. You are definitely a very hopeful and inspirational person. You are offering this person that you are thinking about exactly what it is that they need to overcome this victim mentality, and that is a beautiful thing. So I definitely congratulate you on your inspirational abilities to help people move forward. Here it is, yes. You are like a tribe, a soulmate member to this person. Again, you are their soulmate, not necessarily a romantic soulmate, but this type of friendship soulmate unions that really give you hope that there is beauty in the world. There is universal love here. And that is what you offer. You offer this person a safe place to turn, to know that they are loved, they are supported, they are unique, they are special and much loved. And that is what you offer them. And I'm really grateful for you. I am grateful on this person's behalf for you, because you are the type of person that everybody needs in their life, where they feel loved, they feel special, they feel unique, and they feel renewed hope and inspiration. So I'm really grateful for you and really looking forward to what happens next month in this person's life as they open up and release their fears and become the conscious creator of their life rather than the victim. So go ahead and comment adventure below to claim this message for yourself. Also hit that like button and subscribe and hit the bell for future notifications so you don't miss the next reading that I do for you. And until then, I'm sending you so much peace and love.